Hey everybody, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into these stories. So, first things first, the cops have lost a suspect in Young Dolph's murder case. Confused? Well, Shundale Barnett, who is allegedly connected to the murder of Young Dolph, was reportedly released from custody in Indiana and never extradited back to Memphis. He was initially arrested alongside one of the two primary murder suspects, Justin Johnson, and was charged as an after-the-fact accessory to Young Dolph's murder, with authorities accusing him of helping Johnson and the other suspect, Cornelius Smith, flee Memphis. Barnett was then held in Clay County, Indiana, and was supposed to be extradited back to Memphis, but according to News 3 out of Memphis, he was released from custody. His whereabouts are now unknown, and the Shelby County Sheriff's Office has issued another warrant for his arrest on the original accessory after the fact charge, as well as now attempted first-degree murder and theft of property charges. Clay County Sheriff Paul Hardin said that Barnett was allegedly let go at the request of his counterparts in Shelby County. "We held Barnett, contacted Shelby County, and held him on their warrant. We were contacted on January 21st, and they told us that they were no longer wanting to come up and pick up Mr. Barnett and that we were to release him at that time." As to why he was released, it still remains a mystery. While his whereabouts are unknown, both Johnson and Smith remain in custody after pleading not guilty to first-degree murder earlier this year. The next hearing in their case has been set for March 24th.
Next story. Nicki Minaj has clapped back on a tweet from a Philadelphia Public Health Department mocking her bizarre viral COVID tweet. In a now deleted tweets, the Queen's rapper pointed out, Philadelphia Public Health account is posting Nicki Minaj tweets for engagement, she wrote. They are attempting to shame people for advising others to pray, be comfortable, and not be bullied. I've never seen a vaccine trigger this amount of shaming and fear tactics. Have you? Hashtag do we have a problem? She then retweeted fans who claimed that they wouldn't get the vaccine because of the PPH's tweet. The Philadelphia Public Health Department appeared to mock Nicki by sharing a screenshot of her viral tweet beneath a recent post of hers where she said, "Nothing like watching someone speak confidently about something they know nothing about." The health department responded to the message with the eyes emoji and a screenshot of a tweet Nicki shared in September, urging fans to think twice before receiving the COVID-19 vaccine, some penis-related side effects. "My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent," she tweeted. "His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied." Nicki's comments were met with some mixed reactions. Some fans took the story seriously, many laughed it off, and others accused her of spreading false and dangerous information. At the time of her original tweet, English Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitty said Nicki should be ashamed of her comments. Anthony Fauci also said, "Be thinking twice about propaganda and information that really has no bias." Trinidad and Tobago's Minister of Health also slammed Nicki for the swollen testicles tweet, confirming he and his team found no evidence to support Nicki's claim. The health department declined to argue further of the matter after fans came to Nicki's defense. "It's all love," the agency tweeted, along with laughing emojis. Nicki's vaccination status still remains unclear.
People have a real aversion to having other people point out things that are obviously true. I think Nicki should have enough of a sense of humor that when they point out that her tweet was hypocritical, or that her prior tweet about the swollen ball sack after the vaccine, that it was kind of hypocritical when she's calling people out for talking on things that they don't know about. You would think that maybe if she had an ounce of an ability to understand what's actually going on in the world, she would understand that the goofy ass tweet about the swollen testicles is a pretty good example of what she tweeted. You'd think she might be able to take the joke. Apparently not.
Yeah, I mean, the whole part of the swollen ball story was like, this guy's weeks away from getting married, and now the wedding is called off because he can't perform no more. That's kind of fucked up.
That was definitely one of the best things that happened during the pandemic. And me personally, I still am trying to get to the bottom of this man's ball sack, because if it's so swollen, I want to know exactly what's going on.
He probably doing that flocker or something. I don't know if it's the vaccine and stuff, but I don't know. It seems like now they're dropping all these mandates and everything. It seems like we're at the end of this.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's how we felt before the Omicron too. But I mean, that is what's kind of crazy about it, is that I always figured that the mandates were going to just become a part of life at some point. I think the thing that is keeping that from happening is the fact that none of the businesses have any interest in actually enforcing that. You know, like, businesses are going through hard times no matter what. And so if somebody walks in and, you know, it's now supposed to be part of your job to check their vaccine status, nobody wants to do this. Even if you're like the most pro-vaccine person in the world, do you really want to be fucking grilling somebody for their vaccine status before you sell them a $3 coffee?
And now nobody's in these fucking jobs. Like, there are jobs available everywhere now. Everywhere is short-staffed. They can't even afford to operate if they want to sit there and stick to these mandates in the first place now.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought this was a funny story. We had like no stories to discuss today. And
This is funny.
We should at least talk about this one because Nicki Minaj being faced with reality and not being able to take it is just kind of a consistent, hilarious thing.
Well, did you see the other thing when they said the Queen has COVID?
The Queen.
And they were talking about the Queen of England. And then somebody was like, oh my God, Nicki Minaj has COVID. And she wrote them back like, nah, not her.
Those barbs really do be tweeting, don't they?
Yeah, that's crazy.
YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And also subscribe to No Jumper Clips. We're about to hit 100K, and we'll be back real soon. Appreciate y'all.